We ended up pulling up again at Morgan's Beach, which is where we stayed down there before we went to Kangaroo Island. Beautiful spot right down on Cape Jarvis. You can go down on the beach. There's this lower car park, we're in here, and there's a higher one just up the road there. So we'll go find ourselves some fuel, go to Darrenberg Winery, and then head back up into Adelaide, and then over the other side.
Sit back and relax as we forage for dinner and journey to one of the most spectacular places we've seen to date.
Darrenberg, one of Australia's award-winning wineries, was hosting an epic Salvador Dali exhibition within their iconic cube during our visit. Unfortunately for us, this meant they were booked out for the next few weeks.
Since we're in the McLaren Vale area, we thought it would be rude not to pop into a winery and brewery on our way through for a tasting.
We found a small car park and decided to camp in Adelaide for the next couple of nights, freshening up with showers and sorting everything out before heading off again.
The food in Adelaide is exceptionally good, and my dad treated us to a beautiful Italian feast at Osteria Oggi.
We left Adelaide venturing northwest towards Port Augusta, uncovering some huge tidal flats.
Our aim was to search for holes, have a poke around in the sand, and try our hand at crabbing.
Our only tool for this adventure was our homemade joist we used to lift up the roof, so it was going to be a bit of an experiment. Oh, there's like bubbles coming from here. What's that? I don't have much of an idea of what we're looking for. So far no good, but we're trying. Behind, he's way out there. This has to be one of the most unpleasant experiences. 1 minute you're slipping over, next minute you're bogged. You look how windy it is, like it's horrible. And it's just all the same, and it just goes on for what feels like forever. Hopefully we see him with some crabs later on.
Well, that was unfortunate, we didn't find anything. There were other people out there who I think had better luck. But we found a few little claws. It's a nice big claw. Get some decent meat out of that. So they've been fighting because that's quite fresh, it's not dead yet. We'll move on to the next spot and maybe put the crab net out with the leftover squid we've got.
So we have driven towards Yorktown area, past Yorktown. We're on our way to a little bay called Foul Bay, I believe, so hopefully it's not too foul. But on our way, we have come across a pretty spectacular lake that there's quite a few of around South Australia and Western Australia, and it's the first one we've seen of the trip. So it's a pink lake. All naturally occurring pink. I think there's some form of algae or chemical reaction or something. We'll look into it and inform you. but very, very cool and very, very pink. We didn't think it would be that pink, so good sight to see.
The most famous and Instagram worthy is Lake Hillier, which is located on Middle Island off the coast of Western Australia.
This lake we just happened upon whilst en route to Yorke's Peninsula. It contains both halobacteria and a type of algae known as Dunaliella salina, which thrives in salty environments like pink lakes.
The carotenoid red pigments secreted by halobacteria and D. salina are responsible for the pink lake's otherworldly colours. Funnily enough, it's the same algae which also flourishes in the Dead Sea.
If you think this is good, wait till you see what the rest of South Australia has in store for us. Welcome back. We did not end up stopping at Foul Bay. It wasn't foul, but there just wasn't really a spot. So we've calmed down the road a bit more, and there's a little camping area, some other people over there. We've just set up the awning. Kind of looks like it might rain. So we'll cook our fish curry with the blackfish we got the other day spearing, and this is our nice little view. Pretty gloomy weather, but what can you do? Snuggle up, have a good curry, drink some tea. That's the plan. We'll see you next week. Don't forget to like and subscribe.